All right, with this West 2 Facebook Live update, I'm Chief Meteorologist Tony Manoff. Hope you guys had a good Wednesday. We are at the hump of the work week now, so to speak, and everybody obviously conscious of what's going on with the coronavirus, how it's spreading, and the social distancing. So I want to go ahead and give you a little nice sunset shot here over towards St. Petersburg right now, where we have a good-looking shot of the sun setting. A lot of folks still out there at the beaches. Jackie Capella, Tammy Deland, Francis Loyacano, Elizabeth Hott, all in the house there. And Francis, do you know if the beaches are shutting down in Flagler County? That's one location I have not heard much about. I know Volusia, for the time being, is still open. Brevard County, of course, the beaches are open, but the parking spots to get to those beaches are going by the waste, so to speak, tonight and tomorrow. So they're shutting them all down. Francis Loyacano, Luann, good to have you. Louis Loomis, Amanda Michaels, Elizabeth Hott has popped in. We got John Sienkiewicz, Doug Tweedy, Arlene Cologne, Jean Lethco, Madeline McLeod. Big group in here tonight. Hope you guys are holding up okay. How you guys dealing with the stress of the coronavirus and the kids being home? Let me know what's going on in your family's household. Maybe some tricks you're using to keep the kids preoccupied, or maybe you're jumping in your backyard pool or doing something where you're not getting too close to too many of your neighbors, so to speak. Anna Jacques, all is well as best it can be, so to speak. Helene Risch, good to have you. Thanks, as always, for popping on in. Again, kind of going through a couple of these graphics here for you with a gorgeous sunset. Just wanted to make sure you guys are all doing okay, so to speak, and aren't struggling too much thus far. And again, more and more things are beginning to shut down. Still open as of now. So thank you, Francis. Appreciate that. Crystal, I'm doing well. Deb Speck, Sean Hour. Hey, Tony has sent our last Naples Beach is closing. Thanks, Deb. Appreciate the word down that way. Stephen, hello to you. Why too many people here last weekend? I think Sarah, had to do with the rocket launch. If you're referring to the east side, there was a rocket launch in the morning, so I think a lot of folks are going out there for that since it's a weekend. Rosie Martinez, Deborah, I'm doing well. Kimmy Smith, good to have you. Linda Sims, Johnny Witt, Josephine. Look at that. Mama Loyacano's in the house. Cheryl Negrani, Jack Miller's in the house. Frank Butchie Pensavini, J. Rose Plum, Kay McCullough, Mary Evans, John Witt. Beach, great beach shot. Thank you, John. That is St. Petersburg Beach. Deborah Intagliana. Debs, we got you. Sammy Lopez. No doubt there, Jack. Well said. Anne Ryan Ide, Paul, Rossellini, Pam, Denon, good to have you there. Billy Tyson's in the house. Elaine Gaff, Michelle Artori. Boy, we got a big crowd in here tonight. All right, let me go ahead and share this over to a couple of other of our pages here before we go ahead and start giving you some new graphics and getting in to this forecast. We do need some rain. Helene Risch, very well said. We're going to talk more about that here in just a little bit. Here's the overall pattern. Showed this at 5 tonight and at 6. This is the reason why we're heating up. We've got this big, dominant high-pressure ridge over the southeast, driving the main storms through the Tennessee, Ohio Valley, and up towards the Mid-Atlantic. So as long as that's there, and it looks like it's going to stay there right through the upcoming weekend, we are going to stay hot and mainly dry. So that's the pattern we're looking at. Hopefully you guys can keep cool by jumping in your backyard pools or a community pool where there aren't too many folks there, so to speak, as we kind of keep tabs on what is going on with the coronavirus. All right, EEC radar, our local radar, not showing much of anything. Looked like there might have been a few showers that tried to pop up there up towards Citra. But again, those are falling apart. I wish we got a lot of rain. There you go, Francis. Scary stuff in Utah, indeed. No more cold fronts. Carolyn, there might be one or two more at the max, but they're going to be far less frequent here going forward. Let's take a look now at those current temperatures there. Again, mid-70s at the beaches, low to the mid-80s back inland. While we take a look at this evening setup, and we have folks that are just popping on in. Want to know how you guys are doing, how you're surviving with this new way of life. Any tips you can pass along, or any knowledge from your county on what's going on would be greatly appreciated. Tammy Deland in Utah. John Witt hanging out with us tonight. Carolyn Armstrong, I have better hair days. Louis Diaz, I'm doing well as best we can, I guess, in this New day and light. Well said, Louis. See, there's more people get sick with the flu. A lot of people get sick with the flu, and a lot of people die from the flu each and every year. You know, it's just this virus can mutate, and that's the bigger concern there as we try to fight it. And it's going to be overwhelming a lot of our healthcare facilities, our hospitals, and where our senior citizens stay, senior centers. Oh, JoJo Lovejoy. Let me switch it over for a second. There, lost my toolbox, half split screen, but we'll get that fixed. So there I am. I hope you guys are hanging in there and doing okay. Jamie Lopez, quick little shout out for you. Lachena Nicole Delior and John Witt. There you go. Sprinklers going full tilt, he said there, and I get it. I can see why with all the dry weather we've had. So dry, mild tonight. Area-wide temperatures looking like this before we get into the forecast through the upcoming weekend. Just give me another second. And as you're popping in, my motto is sharing is caring. So the more people we can reach by you sharing this Facebook Live video, the more people that we can put in the Weather Know. So let's take a look now at the short-range forecast for tonight and tomorrow. Ridge builds to the east, southeast flow means we stay warm. Now, when we take a look at our rapid precision model or our futurecast model, here's the kind of look. We have no toilet paper. Where I'm from, hi Billy from Francis. Big Dipper last night was awesome. Aaron Craycraft, Jim passed along the news about you. Hang in there, my man. Hopefully, it'll be a short break for you. Good evening to you, Joanne Connie Miller. Joyce Brown Long is in. Here's a look at Futurecast. A few clouds along the coast, not buying any morning showers, but there could be a few late day showers from the villages back towards Ocala tomorrow. Few and far between. Not expecting much. Again, on earlier tonight because we're cutting. We're recording a series piece tonight, so I didn't want to have people screaming over me while I was talking to you coming up here at 8 o'clock, so that's why I'm on a little bit earlier tonight. Earl Foles, good to have you. Nurses are angels on earth, says John Witt. That is very well said. They are. 80 to 85 along the coast, 85 to 90 back towards the interior there. Thank you, Aaron. Do appreciate that. Middle, upper 80s from east to west across Orange County tomorrow. Head up towards Seminole and Volusia County. Low 80s at the beaches. Middle 80s back towards the interior. And then as we take a look at our western communities here, upper 80s to near 90 as we head into Marion and Sumter counties. So there you have that, everybody. As I look at the temps for tomorrow. And then we head a little to the south. Kissimmee, Point Santa, St. Cloud, Gainesville, middle upper 80s there, and 80 to 85 in coastal Brevard County as we get you into the day tomorrow. Now, as far as the records are concerned for tomorrow, there's a live look in. David Lobheimer and Joe Kilsheimer have popped in to say hi. Good to have you there. Tom Bob Darb, thank you, sir. Appreciate your kind words. It's the middle of March. Yeah, they do. Every once in a while you can sneak one in, but that is looking less and less likely. Colleen O'Neill. I like being retired. There you go, Kyle. Very well said. Jacob De Garcia Jacob in Home of Hungary. There you go. Stephanie Nichols, Carolyn Armstrong, Tammy DeLand up there in Utah. John Witt. Jake Hippax is in the house. Good to have you. And Louis Diaz. I'm hanging in there. Derek Radford has popped on there. Joe Hernandez. Jojo, how you doing? Daniela McDermott Beeler has popped in to say hi. Good to have you. Ben Ellis saying no toilet paper where he's at. Let's see who else we got in here. John Witt. So those are the records for tomorrow while I'm going through a couple more names. Mary Evans is hanging in there. Franny Lolo. Make sure to tell Jenny I said happy birthday, by the way. Hopefully you did that yesterday. Jay Kipex. These evenings have been perfect. They have been perfect there. So there's a look at the records. Many of them are in the 90s tomorrow, so not likely to break records. And the other thing we're watching is this drought monitor. Rain would help with that. Rain would help with pollen. But look for the abnormally dry conditions to extend across a good chunk of central Florida by this time tomorrow as we get the weekly update tomorrow morning. Ryan Finnegan, as much as I dislike the swamp weather, hoping he comes in. There you go, Ryan. There you go. All right, Boat Beach forecast. Got to watch the rip currents and the marine life. There could be some uh, rip currents, and with the southeast winds, which brings in the jellyfish and those man of war So that's one of the things we will also be watching. Make sure you look for those purple flags when you go to the beaches. No 90s for Palm Coast. Not yet. Not yet. It's coming, though. All right, let's take a look at spring. Spring does officially arrive tomorrow evening. Kim Fruta is in the house. Beautiful day today, she says. Kim, well said. Oh, gracias, Francis. Appreciate that. Spring arrives tomorrow at 11:50. Nearly equal day and night. 7:30 in the morning, sunrise. Sets at 7:37 in the evening. Stephanie Buca Morales from Kissimmee Prairie Preserve State Park. Been gorgeous here this week. Yes, it has. Wendy Bradford, Miss Palm Bay, has popped in. Wendy B, always good to have you in here. Thanks for popping in. And we take a look at the weekend. Front drops south, then stalls out along Interstate 10. That's where the better rain chances are going to lie as we head into the upcoming weekend. There's a peak now at Futurecast right there as we go ahead and take a look at that. The front kind of stalls out up there, which means that we'll get maybe a few showers on Sunday, especially up north late in the day. Billy Tyson, why worry about the beach when they're closed? Not all the beaches are closed, Billy, just FYI. Volusia County and Flagler counties are open. And the beaches themselves in Brevard County, the beaches aren't shut down. It's all the parking getting to the beaches. Now, Jetty Park, however, is shut down. Ryan Finnegan, spring only about 21 days around, if that. KK McCullough, more shares, please. Brenda Burke, no, it could not. Interesting theory, though. I like that. Geely Piaggio, Linda Meese, and Karen Rasmussen. Thank you, Karen. Appreciate that. Liz Arrows, good evening to you. Now, I will be off Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, getting a couple more days in, but back on Sunday, and then in it for the long haul as we go forward. So just kind of trying to burn a couple more days here before it gets busy around here. So just FYI on that. Amy will be filling in for me, by the way, tomorrow night. So Futurecast Monday and Tuesday has that stationary front drifting back to the north, which likely means that we will continue to warm on up. Stephen Pashada, good to have you. Yeah, I did too, actually. They're purple. Beautiful creatures. We got nice picks, and then there you go. Taylor Faith, and thank you, John. Appreciate that. Clearwater Beach is shut down. Now, there you go. See? Naples Beach, Clearwater Beach, there are closings going on. So make sure you check ahead and call ahead before you go to any beaches this weekend or later this week. Lisa Michelle, good to have you there, my friend. Thanks for popping in. Looks like you painted your hair green there for St. Patrick's Day. Well done, my friend. So if you're looking for a significant cool down here, not happening. That may have happened after our 6 o'clock broadcast, but what we noticed at 6 was that the parking decks and the parking areas to the beaches was announced to be closed there. So, Billy, let me double check that there. Kay McCullough, heard that the trails and riverboats are open at Silver Spring State Park. Last date is April the 16th, Francis. I will, Brenda. Planning on doing my social distancing thing for sure. All right, let's take a look now at the weather around the good old US of A. We do have some areas. Tell me about it, John. I know. I was just teasing there, Lisa. I like that. I thought that was cute, by the way. You did good work there. All right, so we do have the risk for some tornadoes here now. From about Dallas to San Angelo, just southeast of Lubbock. So that's one of the things that we're going to be watching here, getting deeper into the night as we shoot through the Ohio Valley. Quick shield of some rain here through Cincinnati, Chicago. There was a little bit of snow on the north side there for a brief bit over the lake. And let's see here, just in and around Toronto on the north side, a little bit of snow there up towards Ottawa. Ken Otto, I was supposed to... Ken Otto, you got to be careful with those. Thanks, good. Sounds good, Francis. Appreciate the kind words. There's Boston shield of rain coming in up that way. Up towards the upper Midwest, you can see our next storm system producing a variety of weather. Little spin there in the Nevada, California line, producing some snows in the higher elevations and rain down in the lower elevations. Check that out. Just now pulling just southeast of LA. High mountain snows there through the Baja, Mexico, and Southern California. Rain in Phoenix. They need the rain here, too. Now, there's a look there at Flagstaff. All snow. This storm system, of course, will be barreling east and bringing some major snows to the mountains of Utah, Colorado, New Mexico, and Arizona. Take care, Brenda Burke. Ken Bayer is in. Ooh, Billy, you get some rest. Terry Suzanne Lewis sitting on my pedal. Absolutely nice breeze. Clear sky. Yeah, there you go, Terry. That's a good call. Ship it to Florida. The snow or the rain, or both. There's a look down at Orlando, Miami. We got a couple showers here in and around San Juan with that deep easterly flow producing some rain over the U.S. Virgin Islands. Kingston, Jamaica, nice and quiet. Now temperatures today, this evening, around the good old US of A, looking like this. Healthy Soups. Ooh, nice work there, Lisa Michelle. I'll be popping on over. Leave the address in my inbox. Kenny Otto. There you go, Ken. Wow, good stuff there. Yeah, that's what I thought you meant, John. Tony, joining us. Thank you, Stephen. Appreciate that. Look at that. Billings, winner, holding on. 27. Bangor remaining 37. Chicago 42. St. Louis 61. Atlanta, GA 76. 81 in Houston and 81 in Orlando. Sean Negrati. Stay safe and home. Moreau from home. That's becoming common denominator. Still in New York, says Ed Colazzo. Ed, you get home and get home safely, all right, my friend? There's a look at Ocala, 85. Now, snowpack, for those of you that were wondering, still looks pretty good through California, Idaho, Wyoming, Montana, North Dakota, South Dakota, northern Maine, looking good. Becky Norby, it's been a crazy week, no doubt about that. So, again, still a decent snowpack here for the middle of March. Mary loves her Florida weather. Look at that. Point Barrow, 23. Fairbanks above freezing for the first time in a long time. Fort Ross, 14 below. Baker Lake, 15 below. Chris Riles. Cool for us now would be the 70s. I think we will. Towards early April, looks like we might get a shot for some cooler weather. Baker Lake, 15 below. Moose City, 12 above. Hazel Forrester saying hi, everybody. Billings, 27. Denver, 65. Look at Atlanta, Georgia, right now, coming in at 76 degrees. So we do have some mild weather now down across the deep south, and we still have some cold weather across the U.S.-Canadian border. Now, let's head south. Monterrey, Mexico, 86. Belize City, 82. Kingston, Jamaica, 84. San Juan coming in at 79 degrees. Panama City, 86. Bogota, Colombia, 61. Manaus, 81. La Paz, Bolivia, 48. Brasilia, 81. Buenos Aires, 70. Punta Arenas, 48 degrees. Look at that. Cape Town, 63. Madagascar, 64. Miami, 88. Bangui, 82. Look at Cairo, Chile, 57. Ankara, 28 degrees. Ooh-wee! That was a yawn. Oh, yeah. There we go. Oslo, 34. Moscow, Ibami, 45. Look at Surgut, 25. Bratsk, 25. Yakutsk, Eastern Siberia there, 11 below. Ulaanbaatar, 14 above. The Kim Duncan Kip is in the house, saying hi. Pedraza, Victor, Karima, good to have you. Hi, Joyce from Hazel. So there's a peek at that. Sapporo, 43. Ho Chi Minh City, 81, Manila in the Philippines. 79, Kuala Lumpur. 79, Makassar. 79, Darwin. 84, Broome, Australia, coming at 90. Alice Springs. 82, Brisbane. 77, Auckland. 63, Christchurch, New Zealand. 72, and Hobart Airport coming in at 64 degrees. So again, for us, we are staying warm. Compliments of this big ridge of high pressure near Havana and Miami. Main storm track right through here, right through there. Boom. That's where the rain chill is going to be the best here as we go through the next couple of days. For us here locally, as you can see, pretty quiet. Look at that. Big storms developing right there along the Texas-Oklahoma Red River area. And you can see there's the Big D along Interstate 20. Big storms right there. Those are blowing up quickly. But for us, we are nice and quiet. There you go. So that's what we're looking at. All right. So pretty quiet here. Just curious to see what you folks are doing that have kids, trying to keep them preoccupied. What are some of your tricks? What do you got them doing? How you guys holding up? You know, we do weather a lot on these Facebook Live things, but extraordinary times call for extraordinary measures. So it's always good to talk about what's going on. We'll love to get some rain, says Becky. You betcha. Not much in that 7-day. Billy Ruth Lamonaco. Billy, wait till the second week of April. There's still some hints there that maybe we'll get a little bit more of a cool down here right around April the 1st, just FYI. Again, that's a long way out, subject to change, but again, one of those things I just wanted to keep everybody apprised of. Temps outside right now looking like this. 80s inland, 70s along the coast. The setup for tomorrow, you can see a lot of clouds in the morning along the coast. Those build inland with the breeze, maybe a little bit of a sea breeze collision along the Sumter Lake and Marion County line there, 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. We'll keep you posted on that. It's certainly looking dry and warm both Thursday, Friday, and even on Saturday. 88 from Conway West. Just as a FYI for tomorrow. And then right there along the beaches there in Brevard, right at about the 80-degree mark. So over the weekend, our front will try to drop down. My daughter is camping in the mountains of Tennessee with her grandparents. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. M is going stir crazy. Jay Kipex, love that. With laptops for school, Ken, got you. Good night, folks. Stay safe, says Louis Allman. All right. Easy breezy cover girl, says John Witt. And there you go. So this front will stall out along Interstate 10 and bring us a chance for at least a few showers late Sunday on into Monday, but not expecting a whole lot there, just to be honest with you. Not expecting a whole lot when it comes to that. So again, if you're looking for a cool down, not likely to happen. Not likely to happen there. So that's kind of what I've got for you guys. You can see that 7-day forecast right there, 88, 89, 88, right around 90 through Friday. Sunday, maybe a degree cooler. Monday, 88. Tuesday, 87. And Wednesday coming in at about 88 degrees. So that's kind of a look at what we've got there for you guys right now. Fire danger is up. That's correct, John. He should, Kenyatta. It's good stuff, right? You got a good son. You got a good son. All right, let me go ahead and wrap this puppy up for now. We will, of course, keep you posted on any changes over the weekend with the chances for rain. And, of course, we'll be back on tonight at 10 and 11 with the very latest on the coronavirus. I'm not expecting much of any change in this 7-day forecast. But we'll look at the new model data coming in now and see if we need to make any minor tweaks and or adjustments. You guys are a good group. Hang in there. Stay strong. We'll get through this. And, just look out for your neighbors as best you can without, contaminating them or them getting you contaminated. All right, guys, take care. Always a pleasure talking weather with you and the things that are going on current events-wise in our lives. Toodles, see you tonight at 10 and 11.